We need to allow that conversation. Those of us on the outside looking in need to ask those questions. Well, what we finna do? What are we building? What do we want for FBAs? How do you feel about the BET Awards? How do you feel about where music is? How do you feel about the you know what I'm saying? Where we at? What about spirituality? How do we feel about spirituality? Who are we as a people? How do we want to raise our children? What type of education do we want our children to have? We got to ask ourselves some self-defining questions other than we one that came from slavery. Okay, we don't come from slavery. We come from Africa. We come from here. We come from the islands. We don't come from slavery. That's not what binds us. Our survival, our defeat of slavery, our survival of slavery, that's what binds us. The fight of our ancestors binds us together. So how do we build on that fight? Where would they want us to go from here? Self-defining questions. When we have our conferences, we need to tackle these questions. That's my opinion.
And I think that's a good analogy to think of too, because we, at the end of the day, we want to know where this is going. Like, do we want to? Are we as FBAs? Are we organizing to build institutions? Are we trying to do a land grab? So we need to figure out.
Attract more flies with honey than vinegar. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And that's exactly what I was
give
thinking.
Black people a vision. Give us a vision of this future that's going to be the result of this action.
Exactly.
You get me hype about the action. They doing you wrong. They doing you wrong. We need to do this. We need to stop this. Okay. Where we headed though? Because if I just stop them from giving welfare to immigrants, all that do is keep the status quo for me. You don't get the surplus.
And I should have did a little more homework, but I think I could be wrong. I hope I'm not, but I think some FBAs, people that's within the actual organization, feel like that those resources will be taken from Foundation of Black Americans or Black Americans in this country when the immigrants come in and the Haitians and they really do believe within the organization that we are truly trying to be replaced.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But that's the same sentiment that others say. I mean, that's an oppressed sentiment. That's the sentiment of an oppressed people. You know what I'm saying? That y'all replacing us with these resources. But are we educating our children to be competitive? Like, we're saying stop them. Don't give the resources to them. Right. But on the flip side, the more important thing we need to be doing, are we preparing our children? Like today, do we feel like we're educating, that we've been educating to fully take advantage of all the power that's at our fingertips in this country? No. There are things on the books that we can do that we don't do. Racism don't stop you. When you don't know your rights, you stop yourself. You never try. When I was in Texas, I'll just give you a brief example. Texas is the most lenient homeschool state in the United States of America because whites in Texas did not want to integrate. So there are no laws on the books preventing you from homeschooling your child and graduating your children from home. You have the power to do that as a citizen. As an independent educator, the main question I get when I talk to Black parents, they gonna let you do that? They let you do that? I'm not clowning them. It's that they don't know that that's a power that they have. It shouldn't be a Black child in Texas without a high school diploma. Every church could give out high school diplomas to young people who got a solid plan to go off and do something good.